Hello everyone, welcome to this quick video on how to install uh, the Kong deck utility. This utility is used for command line and bulk configuration loads for anything, pretty much anything inside Kong in a declarative way. So we're going to review installing this command. Here you can go to the Tech Survival School organization at GitHub and go over to the Connect repo. This repo is going to be our repository for this Kong Connect series. We did want to include some information in here to install deck for some Windows users, and I'll show you why. So for Mac folks and everybody else, uh, it's like Connect here, or not Connect, Google Chrome is giving me trendy searches. So you can read those every now and then when we do these videos for a laugh. Okay, so we're going to go Kong deck installation. And it should be the first link right here that comes up. So for Mac, it's very simple. You can just use the homebrew that will download deck and put it in the appropriate location that the homebrew package manager for the Mac is using. So it'll be included in your path and everything like that after you install deck. So it's very simple. If you're on a Linux system, you can go ahead and download it here. Using the curl command, you can extract it. It'll change directories in here before extraction, and then uh, dumping it to wherever it's going to be. But here they're just copying it the location because they this dash capital C on tar means change the directory into here before performing this operation. And then it's extracting it just locally in that location. So then the command is going to be inside this temp directory, and then you'll just run a copy to this directory here, which should be in your Linux path. You're going to want to check your $ in all caps path, your path environment variable, and whatever Linux shell you're using. Make sure that you're copying this deck command to a path to where you can access it from anywhere. Okay, so for Windows, at the time of this video, they have a curl command here, and the curl command is getting translated into invoke-web request for Windows here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a look at the command here. So I have an invoke web request here, and then for the out path variable, we're going to change that to the path that we're going to be installing this system to. So hang on, let's see a second here. Change. Okay. And then after that, we extract it into the same directory there, so that we can use the deck command. So for Windows, there are various. So for it, if you're a Mac user or Linux, you can stop watching now. This is just for the Windows folks. We're continuing. So for Windows, you can search for environment variables. So it's a quick little lesson for folks and environment variables for Windows. So anything you're doing, you're going to want to tie them to your user environment variables, and the reason is just to help protect you from viruses and stuff like that. So things you're doing personally, and if you're creating other environment variables for yourself, as you see, I got licenses up here that I have configured, and so here under path is what you're going to want to do. So you're going to use the user ones. You don't want to put them in system, because if some other uh, malware or something like that starts a process under a different ID, system ID or something like that, they'll have access to all the system variables, but they won't have access to your environment variables here. So it's just another layer of security. So you want to enter, uh, go ahead and edit the path variables here. And then so in here, you'll see that we don't have any other anything else from just like the standard and stuff like that. So there is a system path and stuff like that for Windows that's down here in the system that gets included in all shells. So here we're just going to add a new one. I created a directory called bin right underneath inside my home directory, so that any custom commands I'm downloading, I'm just storing them in my home directory here, and then I'm just creating that slash bin directory there. So that's going to be our directory. Once we click OK there, we'll come over here. We'll bring our shell over here. And if we look at the current environment variables, these any current shells you have after you edit your environment variables this is in in Linux as well. If you are editing like your bash profile in Linux, for example, uh, you're going to need to start another terminal in order to see the same effects. So then we say in order to print the environment variable for path, we do $env and capital PATH for path. And as you can see, we have this bin in here now. So now we have a path to put our deck commands. And so that's what we're going to use. That's the directory we're going to use to complete this demo here. So let's go and grab the command. I have the repo here locally. I'm just going to go grab this guy. Copy, go over here. And then we're just going to change the path to, which is going to be our bin directory here. And that's okay that other files are left over, that's fine for our home bin, our custom bin directory. Some of you may want to clean it up a bit, but I don't really care personally. So we're going to just run that. It's going to invoke the web request and download it. And then we're just going to grab this other command here to go ahead and expand it. So then we're just going to say users bin. The path to the file. Hit enter. And then from here, from anywhere now, we can just hit the deck, run deck, and then we get the output there. So then from any path in any shell that we're in now, that's under our personal ID, we'll have that there. All right, that concludes the end of this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.